Hey guys, this is Currywurst speaking, and today we are in Pro Cycling Manager Season 2017. And for those of you who don't quite know, this is how this channel basically started, with a series of Pro Cycling Manager 2016, featuring Dicky Mc Speck, and he shall make his glorious return to this new iteration of the series. And for those of you who are thinking like, what the fuck, Rob? Cycling Manager? Are you quite right in your head? And the answer to that, of course, is no, of course I'm not right in my head, but you know that if you're watching this channel. So, but yeah, I'm quite a fan of this series, actually. So, what we are going to do is mix things up a little bit. We are going to start well, not that much, just a tiny bit, hear me out. So we are going to start a new Pro Cyclist, and of course it will be Dicky Mc Speck, but he's no sprinter anymore. He has become a mountain rider, and he still likes punching people and eating Currywurst. And he is trying to find the best Currywurst in the world. Not in the Welt, but in the world. Yes, so let's create a game, and during our play of this season, check out all the new stuff. I've started playing it a little bit just to get the ropes of the new features, and I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. But more about that later, so let's create a game. And what I'm not very pleased with is that they fucking still haven't fixed this bug. Short the visage. No guys, that's not okay. I said that in the last year's video. This is still exactly the same. Yes, but we're almost correct here with the weight. 99? Yes, okay, Dicky Mc Speck needs to weigh 99 kilos because he needs to have room for that one massive Currywurst. So, but he's much smaller than that. I mean, he's tiny. And you guys who have made it this far and don't know anything about Cycling Manager and are still wondering why I'm playing it, I would suggest you give it a chance, like watching the series at least, and then make up your mind about it, because it is a fantastic little tactics game. There's some general strategy elements and roleplay elements to it. If the theme is off-putting to you, it's probably because cycling on television seems really boring, and I can get that. It's like watching golf if you don't play golf. And, well, you don't have to do cycling in order to enjoy this. And because of the slipstream mechanics, or physics rather, not mechanics in the game, but physics in real life, cycling is really interesting and has some emergent complexities of tactics evolving and so on that make it fascinating. So, if you're not into cycling, but watching this still, then give this Let's Play a chance. And of course, Dicky Mc Speck. Where's our fat bastard? These are still the old portraits too. They haven't done anything about them. And well, we did want to look for the biggest double chin, right? Was this one we chose last time? I think so. Let's go for that. And like all my characters, of course, Dicky Mc Speck is from Bavaria, even though he doesn't. He's an outcast, actually. He's an outcast, in case you didn't know, because he shuns the Weißwurst and has gone over to the very modern, yet equally unhealthy, or even much more unhealthy, because he eats a massive sized fries with it all the time. Otherwise, he can't keep his weight, guys. I mean, come on. Fries with it. That's the more modern approach. And he's being outcast from his homeland, Bavaria. Yes, and Dicky Mc Speck is also the son of Wilhelm Mc Speck, which you may know from my automation Let's Plays. Also, yes, what are we this time around? Well, I think we are going to advance the time, because last Let's Play did finish around was it season 2 or season 3? I don't quite know. Don't remember, it's too long ago. But this time around, we are going to be a climber. Because Dicky Mc Speck is the most unlikely climber in the world. And at 22 years of age, you can see that he's already pretty decent at that, so that we don't have to grind through all the boring shit at the start, just to get the first few levels up, and can do something already, some pretty early things. And what I think I'm going to do is to first focus on baroudeur. Let me show you the profile of a baroudeur. That is very much flat riding and still downhill. Downhill is something that Dicky is very good at. And just riding in general, resistance, stamina. Stamina is the big thing of a baroudeur. And that is not necessarily the most the strongest point of a climber, but the climber instead has a lot of resistance. The resistance is how long your effort bar lasts when the medium effort bar lasts for like high stress situations, but not sprints. All right, but let's get going. So 22 years, climber is the strong point and potential grand champion. And you must know that we are playing on these settings. I've set up the frequency of falls to 1.5 times because in normal gameplay the frequency of falls is too low to be realistic. I want to have it more realistic because that gives an advantage to those who are wary of their placement within the peloton, the big group of riders where, yeah, sometimes they just throw away their Currywurst and then people slip on it and make a big tumble in the pack, and that's usually a little bloody. That's the ketchup on top of the Currywurst, if you didn't know. So, prize money factor, we don't care. Prize money? Career? Ah, that's probably something else. There was no prize money in this stuff, I guess. And random potentials, yes, music. I hope these levels are good. I check them beforehand, but you never really know, so maybe the first episode is a little weird. But save changes, yes, no changes made. Okay, let's get going. Which team do we want? We want to have the rad purple team. Oh, I don't know. Maybe these guys? 15 riders only. And we are the first. As you can see, we would be number 1 in this team with our amazing skills. Like, I would be going for these because they are in the Continental Pro. But on the other hand, I think the first season is not really something where we can do much in the Continental Pro League. And these are from Belgium. And Belgium is not the place for Dicky Mc Speck if he's a mountain rider, because they have cobblestones. And cobblestones are his worst enemy, basically. He just slips on them. This little cannonball of a rider. So why not go Team Lodo? Team Lodo? Alright. Okay, yeah, let's go Team Lodo. Okay, and here we are. Fitness, question mark. Freshness 100%. Currywurst is ready, and now we shall take a look at the preseason. This is new, and also a welcome change. It kind of helps you set up your training program and shit. And I checked that out by playing like the first third of the season yesterday evening. This game has just released, so it's all very fresh. But yes, you can. Let's see. We want to change this baroudeur, like I said. Let me explain why I'm doing that. Just for a strategic purpose, I'm going to get more flat, because if you reach the mountain, first you have to reach the mountains if you're a climber. And when you reach the mountains, already are powered out completely from riding there pretty fast on the flat, then you won't be doing much good. So what I'm going for here is the first few levels level up as a baroudeur. And I think how the game does this is it takes your main rider profile, which is climber, and then combines it with your training, and then you get some kind of an averaged out effect, but we won't be gaining anything in mountain. And why is this an averaged out effect? Well, because we have a much lower maximum to our flat rating than, for instance, to our hills rating or mountain rating. So if we train hills a little bit, that will mean a reasonably big boost to hills. And what other things? Resistance is also being trained by the baroudeur, as well as stamina. And stamina is so important for the longer stages. It's just amazing, because it is an effect which accumulates over the whole stage. So if it's a short stage, then if you use stamina a little early on, then you will have to put in more effort to retain that speed, and then you will lose more stamina as a consequence of that, and yeah, that's a vicious circle. So the more you have from the start, the better. You will last much longer and be reasonably fresh at the end. Obviously, it's kind of makes sense, but how the game does it and calculates it is pretty accurate, I find. So yes, hills and mountains. Mountains is not what we are going to train for yet, because hills is more important. If you can't get over the hills, you won't be reaching the mountains. If you can't get to the hills or via the flats, then you can't do well in the hills nor the mountains. So yeah, that's my overall plan. Season objectives, new stuff, awesome. So how do we do this whole thing? I think the best way of doing it is not to start with defining your season objectives, but rather looking at the schedule, which races your team is actually attending. Look for the best of them, and then, oh yeah, if we choose this goal, then we can't even participate unless we actually win a race before. So that would be stupid, right? So what we are going to do is look through the schedule and pick out our favorite races with lots of mountains, and then we shall decide later on and bulk them up into packages which are good for our progression when it comes to fitness. That's not always easy because they sometimes are spaced out in an awkward way, but we should try it out. Alright, this for instance is a great one to start out with. So we have two little races here, this one, and then we can put in this tour as preparation for the tour of Stocci, or however you pronounce that one correctly. And this gives us enough build up for this tour. Not as a major peak, but yeah, it should be good. And this one, if you take a look at the profile, has a hill right at the end. Very good for us. Has a hill right at the end. 2 stages. No time trials. And the other flat stages are not entirely flat, especially not at the end, so we should be able to hang in there. Also, what you need to consider is, of course, that there are some stars on the stuff you choose. That is unfortunate here in this one. This has a time trial, of course. But let's take a look at the hilly stage, which is very hilly. Oh, fucking hell, and very long. If you don't have a good race day condition there, you're kind of fucked. But yeah, let's go. Whoa, that's a big list. Okay, let's go through here. Oh, but this one is amazing. Look at it, just mountains. Wow, this is perfect. And it's a youth. Oh shit! That climb at the end. Oh my! This one will be amazing. Very little flat as well. And yeah, maybe we should focus on this one, the U23. That's perfect for us. This one. Why the fuck are we signed up for this? Look at how much cobblestones there are. And then, of course, the Oberösterreich-Rundfahrt. Yes! That one looks fantastic as well, so we put it on our plan. And then we have this one. Oh, shit. It's amazing. Look at the mountains. Dicky is getting all whooshy already. And just a small time trial, so we shouldn't lose all that much time on it. Some nice uphill sections too. It's pretty short, so these are probably reasonably steep, aren't they? Nah, probably not. But yeah, there's lots of climbing going on. Oh, now that's a mountain stage and a half. Oh, okay, yeah. This one looks fun as well. What is this? We need to partake in this. Oh shit, it's over there. That's very far down the line. But maybe we can put a break in between here, like in late July, and then build up for these. This one is certainly one that I don't want to partake in. Look at that. It's just flat. Who wants that? Maybe there's a mistake in there. Maybe not just. It is pancake. And cobblestones. Are you kidding me? No, we're not going to do that. Alright, I think I have worked out some form of plan. it will be reasonably tough to get this in because they are so spread out. But yeah, we are going to try to get up to a reasonable standard for these already. And then we shall keep it not like peaked, but reasonably flat on a decent level for all these races. And then have a little dip in here, I guess, in between here somewhere. And then build up with this one and the Oberösterreich-Rundfahrt to this one, or maybe both of them, because this one is the main thing I want to get rolling with. That sounds amazing. Let me show you. This is this tour. Just look at it. It is Dicky Mc Speck territory. Even the time trial should be decent. So now, this costs us 30 points out of 50 points to change our schedule, and I shall sign off on it, and let's get over here to the season objectives. This one is stupid, because we can't even partake in it. Alright, this should do. Okay, now we need to sign off on these goals, and I hope that works out. We set the preseason to high so that we don't have to push too hard a training regimen at the start. And yeah, that's pretty early season. I mean, early March, want to be fit there. Better start off high. And then we have a little dip and build up for this one, which will be our main goal, I think. And then they want to have something at the end. I'm very much satisfied to end my season part way through the year. But now you have to choose a goal for later in that year. So let's choose this little one. Okay, and now we need to sign off on that. So back to the office and accept. Okay, so we start at 80 fitness. And let's take a look now at the training. This should be available now. Ah, yes, you can see how it goes right there. And now I shall adjust the training. Let me see. Ah, yes, you see the races down here. These are our preparation races. This is where we want to be fit. And then we fall down slowly, but not too much, as you can see there. That is a bit too much falling down. Break, another break there. Okay, guys, I think I've managed to get it all set up. Let's see. This is the following. This is our preseason, and we have our first 3 races right here, the 3 cups. Well, this is where we start out, pretty low fitness, but then for the first bunch we have very high fitness already. That is 95 plus for the 2 main races here, it seems. Then a little break, and unfortunately we won't be able to take those along, these races at good fitness levels. Not these either. There's nothing we can do about it, because these races are spaced in an awkward way. But the Oberösterreich-Rundfahrt, we are back at almost full power. And then, this is one thing which I probably need to fix, like peaking a little earlier here instead. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, this is looking good. Okay, we are already on the decline again for this tour, but yeah, maybe... No, you see, this doesn't work. We need to have a break thereafter, otherwise we're screwed. We are so screwed. But we'll see how it goes. Well, let's jump into the first races, shall we? Oh, this is a new feature. Pretty awesome. So we can, with our points we have to spend, these are basically favor points from the team, you can use them to request riders for you to help you out in the tours. And this is our next goal, of course. And these guys aren't really that super helpful. Because you can choose to have them along, but you can't choose that they are fit at that point. So it's like, oh no, Dicky, please tow me up the mountain. And here we go with the first race. I think that will be excellent to push this into the first episode as well. Last time I didn't do that, but it had a very nice finish to it when we gave Dicky his name. Dicky Mc Speck, by the way, is... Dicky means fat, so it's basically Fatty McBacon. Translated, and I think that's a fitting name for a rider his statue. And one thing that comes to mind here is, in general, you could say that this version of Pro Cycling Manager just has done a lot to improve on transparency, and I really like that. That was my main complaint about the game. It's just very... It was simplistic, but even in its simplicity, it was very black box. You couldn't really tell what's going on, and they changed a lot of that so that you... Now it's still pretty simplistic, but at least you get shown what's going on. Because here you see, these are the actual values, like the maximum values, and at the current fitness level, you get the values with the dot on top of it. So that's pretty helpful to see. So this race it is. Race day condition -1. What? Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Okay, it's cold for everyone, so I don't really mind. And no, we won't have any chance. Look at the guys being in here. Flat riders, sprinters, with loads of acceleration. That won't go over well.
Hello and welcome. It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain. But at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Of course, they haven't changed a single bit about the commentary, which still is pretty awful. But let's see, this is all new. And that's pretty cool. So now you have to do a lot more in the Pro Cyclist career to actually please your team. And they will judge you on all kinds of things, which is great. That was one of my main complaints in the last year's edition, that it didn't really matter what you did. And even if you did great, they were like, but you didn't finish this race we had start, so... fuck you, but I've won like 20 other races. I don't care, because this is not what our sponsors wanted. Yes, this has changed a lot, so you can please your team in all kinds of ways now, if you catch my drift. Yes, team managers, so easy to manipulate, especially if you're used to eating Weisswurst. Anyway, yes. What do we have here? Free element. Do your best. Finish in the top 50. And that should be entirely possible, I guess, with a field that is just 90 large. And we have a race day condition of 0. That isn't too bad, considering our poor fitness, so that should go well. Let's start this thing, and where are we? We are pretty far to the front. Let's take position here and just get going. Oh yeah, and also lower this. I don't think it will be too rough at the start. Usually at the start there are several groups trying to escape, forming an escape group early on, and things can get a bit heated. But it's good to have a little bit of rubber banding going on so that you don't use too much energy.
Oh boy,
There you can see they're already going at it. And as soon as this value blinks red, like this, it means that we are currently not putting enough power into it for actually keeping our position. And I don't want to, because look at these guys. They are all riding at 165 heart rate, and I'm still at 140, which is really comfortable. And they will be using up their yellow bar and their green bar. Green bar is stamina, yellow bar is resistance, and red bar is sprint or attack.
Somebody's come a cropper in the pack. Thank goodness everyone else escaped unhurt.
Yes, and as you can see, that is kind of dangerous if we have rubber banding to the back and then there's a fall. Of course, it's much more likely that we will be involved in it, as we have too many wheels in front of us. But things are looking pretty nice so far. We have been saving quite a bit of energy, as they are riding hard right now. It's just 5 riders in front in a little escape group. Oh, oh shit!
The leader is on the ground.
Oh, whoa, that was close. We just dodged to the left.
So
So let's pump some more power in here, because we are kind of falling back. No, no, no.
Somebody
Come
says
on,
that a
catch
rider
on.
is down.
Catch on. Yes. They didn't quite lose it. We need to stay with them. This is going... They are riding super hard now. Why are they doing that? Just because someone face planted, I mean. Okay, now we're back. Let's lower this to like 65. I hope that's enough. Whoa! They are riding so hard that they are they're going up to 180 here almost. And yeah, we just need to stay at the front, especially in this rain. There's not much wind today. Let's see, yep, 4 kilometers an hour, just various directions. And if we don't stay at the front, then we might be losing them. It's a one-day race after all, and better not risk it too much. Oh, no, come on. Come on. Ride. Ride. Yes, don't. Are we actually lost? No, not quite. Not quite. Ah, now they're together again. Good, good, good. Oh, this is so dangerous just to get one of these cuts in the peloton and then being lost. There's another cut happening. So let's stay up front and have a high maximum rating. They are riding super hard. Okay, we are coming up to the last 10 kilometers of this race. Let's check out the profile. We have this little hill here. It's a round course, as you have noticed already. And basically there's this step where we want to be very much at the forefront of the race. And maybe pull them a little too hard for their liking. Because we are the mountain guys, after all. The hill and mountain guys. That's the only thing we can do properly. And then it's too long into the finish to actually go on by ourselves, because we have a flat rating of 60, only 60, and the sprint rating of 60. That won't do as well. No, 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 no. We're pretty terrible at this stuff. Alright, our positioning is pretty good. Now we're in the descent towards the hill. I want to be all the way at the front. So come on, Dicky. Maybe we need to freewheel it a little bit. I'm a bit caught in there, I think. Let's go closer to see what's happening. You can try to get out like this by yourself. You can steer the cyclist if you want. And where are we now? Okay, in the flat bit. And soon we are getting into the hill. So if we ride hard into the hill, that should do. Also, we can activate our Speck bar very soon to give us the extra boost. But I'm going to wait until the top of the hill, I guess, so that we have it for the final sprint. Now we are riding hard. They are blocking me. Let me through. Mc Speck coming through.
The lead over the pack is dwindling. That's the end of the breakaway. The pack gave them no chance.
Wow, we're riding up here at 90, but they are... Oh, damn it. He blocked me. Damn bastard. Riding up here at 90, but that wasn't enough. They're still going harder than this. So we're almost on top of the hill. I think we're riding pretty fast, so better trigger the Speck bar now. We snuck into a train of theirs. 3 kilometers left. Oh, this dude is good. Let's... No, Dicky, go by yourself. Go by yourself. You can do it. 90. Go. Yes. This guy. Get his wheel. This is looking good. Where's my Speck bar? Should be active very soon. And let's put this to 99, or a sprint. So we are following him. Just 2 more kilometers to go. We are very well positioned for being Mr. Mc Speck, who's like awful at sprinting and flat riding. And we did make it across the hills in a decent... Oh shit, this guy is fast.
It's going to be very fast.
1 kilometer. Wow, we're doing well. We're doing really well. Okay. It's just 600 meters left. Let's have a look. Mc Speck? Mc Speck, what are you doing? Dicky? Dicky! Can he make it? No, of course, he can't beat those guys in sprint. As you can see, these are actual sprinters. These are actual sprinters, and Cannonball Mc Speck is in the middle of them. But let's see the positioning more accurately here. I think he just needs to hang on for his dear life. Let's see. Yeah, he can't even follow. You need to sprint. Sprint! Mc Speck, go! No! Ah, 6th position. Damn it! We would get some more XP bonus if we had finished 5th, but that was an accomplishment already. In the very first race of Mc Speck, 6th position on a flat stage. Cannonball Mc Speck is back. Oh yes, okay, let's take a look at the final results and then wrap up this first awesome episode.
And here are the race highlights.
Here are the race highlights. Look at the camera. It's a highlight. Oh, the physics are brilliant. Let's take a look at the results. And Lightheart is the fastest. Mc Speck is the hero, the climber, sprinter, cannonball, fatty. Yes, and now he has truly earned his Currywurst after this race. So total XP bonus for top 10 finish in Continental and race finished in Continental, 25 points. And look at that! Top 50 finish, race standings, and we finished in 6th is exceptional! So this is a lot of bonus points then. Breakaway, nah, bad. Didn't get there. That was one of our goals, to just be shown in the breakaway, but now we instead focused on actually getting a placement later on. We accepted this, plus 18% satisfaction of our manager. Didn't even have to suck his Currywurst. And 51 points, that means level up. Oh, just 1 point? Oh, that's a bit weak. That's poor luck, I guess. But we got +2 to stamina, that's very handy. And with that, I think it is all done for the first episode. In the next episode, we take on the next 2 Cyanide Cups, I guess, and then forward to the actual important races. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time!